In 490 BC, the Persian Empire, under the rule of King Darius I, embarked on a mission that would forever alter the course of history. Seeking to expand his vast empire and exact revenge on the Greek city-states that had aided rebels during the Ionian Revolt, Darius set his sights on two major targets, the cities of Eretria and Athens. These cities had supported the Ionian Greeks in their rebellion against Persian rule, and now they would pay the price. To carry out this ambitious plan, Darius dispatched a massive fleet of 600 ships, carrying around 25,000 soldiers from across the empire. The Persian fleet first took control of the Aegean islands of Naxos and Delos, laying waste to Naxos and enslaving its inhabitants. They then sailed toward the Greek mainland, landing first at Eretria. The city refused to surrender, and after a brief siege, it was destroyed. With Eretria fallen, the Persians turned their attention to Athens. Word of the invasion reached the Athenians, and they quickly mobilized. They assembled a force of around 10,000 hoplites, Greece's elite infantry, joined by 1,000 soldiers from their allies in Plataea. Though vastly outnumbered, the Greek army set off to defend their homeland. They marched to the plain of Marathon, about 25 miles from Athens, to confront the Persian invaders. Upon arrival, the Athenian generals, including Callimachus, positioned their army on high ground to block the Persian advance. The Persians had the advantage of cavalry and archers, both of which the Greeks lacked. To make matters worse, Athens' natural allies, the Spartans, were delayed by a religious festival and unable to offer immediate support. With no reinforcements in sight, Athens faced a stark choice: retreat or fight. For over a week, the armies remained locked in a tense standoff. The Persians, confident in their numbers, avoided a direct assault. Meanwhile, the Athenians waited, hoping for Spartan reinforcements or a critical error by their enemy. Internal debates in Athens added to the strain. While some favored surrender and Persian mercy, the majority, led by the general Miltiades, believed only a decisive battle could preserve their freedom. Anticipating that confrontation was inevitable, the Athenians devised a bold strategy to counter the enemy's superior numbers. They restructured their hoplite infantry into an unconventional formation, concentrating heavily on both flanks with deep, compact ranks, while stretching the center thin to match the full breadth of the Persian line. The plan was simple, yet daring. Allow the center to absorb the initial impact, while the reinforced wings would break through and then envelop the enemy. On the 9th day, the moment came. The Persian cavalry had been withdrawn, possibly to re-embark or conduct raids, leaving the infantry temporarily exposed. Seizing the opportunity, the Athenians advanced with purpose and discipline, determined to strike before their foe could regroup. As they closed the distance, Persian archers released volleys of arrows, while spearmen braced for impact. Recognizing the weakness in the Greek center, the Persians surged forward, pressing hard against the thinner ranks. But the strength of the Greek wings soon changed the tide. The flanks, reinforced and resolute, drove into the Persian light infantry in a coordinated pincer movement. Lightly armored and unprepared for the hoplite charge, the Persian troops faltered. The Greek wings then turned inward, collapsing upon the Persian center from both sides. Though the Athenian center had briefly wavered, it held long enough. Now encircled on three fronts, Persian cohesion broke. Panic swept through their ranks as the rear guard turned to flee, soon followed by the rest of the army, all scrambling toward the safety of their ships. The Athenians, now in full control of the field, pursued with fierce determination. Fleeing soldiers were cut down as they ran for the shoreline. Fighting continued at the water's edge, where the Greeks captured or destroyed several Persian ships in their attempt to block the escape entirely. By the end of the day, the Persian force had been shattered. The Athenians had suffered only 192 casualties, among them the general Callimachus. In contrast, the Persians lost approximately 6,400 men. It was a stunning and decisive Greek victory, earned through bold tactics, unity of purpose, and a resolve that would echo through the ages. In the immediate aftermath, the Persian fleet, disorganized and reeling, attempted a final maneuver. Sailing around Cape Sunium, they aimed to strike Athens directly, hoping to catch the city undefended. But the Athenians, anticipating the threat, marched swiftly back from Marathon. Their timely return thwarted the Persians' plans. Unable to land or seize the city, the Persian fleet turned back and retreated, marking the end of their campaign. Shortly after, the Spartan army finally arrived at Marathon. Touring the battlefield, they acknowledged the magnitude of the Athenian achievement. To honor the fallen Athenians and Plataeans, their bodies were buried on the field in two great mounds. A memorial epigram, attributed to the poet Simonides, was inscribed to praise their valor. Back in Persia, the defeat at Marathon enraged Darius, who began assembling a massive new army to crush Greece once and for all. However, a revolt in Egypt delayed his plans. Before he could act, Darius died. His son, Xerxes I, succeeded him, determined to avenge the humiliation of Marathon. But that, as the saying goes, is a story for another time.